An anime where the main character is in a halfway romantic relationship with a really hot ex-celebrity. How could this go wrong? The Girl Downstairs is a Chinese animated show in which Juntang, if I'm saying that right, meets Shiya, an ex-pop star. Juntang, the main character, is going to university and he seems to be a basic, slightly above average looking guy. While he tries to pursue his first love since she is finally back in college, he utterly fails. But Shiya, his new downstairs neighbor, takes a liking to him. The two create a situationship in which he gets all of his fantasies fed while she is able to stave off her loneliness. It's a weirdly toxic relationship that has no labels, but I will say that this show is truly fantastic. There are so many times that an anime does not seem realistic, but that's not the case with The Girl Downstairs. I bet a lot of people have experienced this quasi-relationship ordeal where you like each other, but there's something obvious keeping you two from getting together. Neither of you wants to admit it, but it's nice to not be lonely. This immature relationship leads to hurt feelings, of course, but right up until the chaotic ending, there is a true sense of euphoria. I think that a particular episode showcases the internal struggle of Juntang, the main character, when he is chasing after a girl that does not love him. Episode 4 was especially brutal in its dramatic portrayal of a common theme in life. The girl that you like doesn't like you back. While the main character seeks to earn the love of his first crush, she firmly rejects him. It's a constant tension that is so difficult to watch unfold, but it's a common human experience. The main character is not oblivious to the fact that the girl does not like him, but does that stop him? No. And for me, I had an extremely similar experience. Many guys are self-aware, and so that means they truly do know that a girl likes them or does not like them. It's a blatant disregard for that objectivity that leaves men in the limbo space, right? Hey, I know you don't like me, but I can't get over you, so I will continue to try to win your love, even though I know that you won't reciprocate the feelings. On the other hand, a clean break is just not feasible in many situations, and even if it is, your addiction to that girl is too strong for you to overcome yourself. The girl will have to pull back, and then you are still left with a yearning for that closeness. There will always be a breaking point for most men, especially when she starts to date another guy, but hopefully she pulls away before that happens. This series is intended to analyze and evaluate the point in life where you are in between finding out who you really are and also breaking away from your childish self in the form of mature actions. If a girl doesn't like you, you need to have enough self-respect to not like her back, and in theory, move on from her. Now, The Girl Downstairs addresses a whole other issue of non-commitment and fantasizing an impossible romance. The main character is clearly not equipped or toxic enough to deal with Shiya. She, being a young, famous person, has developed a mentally unstable personality where she cannot build healthy connections with other people other than surface-level attraction and dismissive avoidance of her true feelings. Now, is she attractive? Yes. Does this automatically make her a viable partner option? No. Why? She is literally crazy, bro. It's simple enough to say, but it is a completely different story when it comes to enacting those proper adjustments. She is the essence of everything a man should avoid, especially with her being a sensational object of affection, but for all the surface level reasons. What is a person to do in this tricky situation? Well, create healthy boundaries, and if need be, remove yourself from this situation entirely. Now, is this main character guy going to be able to build a healthy relationship with this other redhead girl? I don't know, but it seems to be his best option at this point. In episode 8, however, things changed drastically. I was a little too eager to analyze this show in its entirety, and I discovered that actually episode 4 has a truly deeper meaning. Episode 8 details the inner thoughts of Juntang's longtime crush, and to our surprise, she actually does love him, but she is heavily controlled and influenced by her father. Her father won't allow boys in her life, and so she has to avoid the main character, who is the guy she really loves. Zhu was in love with him this whole time, and every step of the way, it seemed like she hated being alone with him. However, being alone with him was simply too painful for her. Wow, this is such a relatable experience, actually. It was super difficult being around my crush after I had confessed to her. I just could not let go those feelings, and so our hangouts became devastating to me, to the point where I told her that I couldn't see her anymore. I feel this show in my soul, guys. This series is drawing me in deeper with each episode. It even has an unexpected comedic tinge to it that really blew my mind. There are serendipitous moments that remind me of Rent a Girlfriend, you know, my favorite rom-com, and I absolutely love it. This show is getting better and better. As the series continues, I am sure it will get even spicier, and I recommend giving it a watch for the sole purpose of reliving your awkward younger years, especially when it comes to chasing girls. I think The Girl Downstairs has an interestingly dramatic plot and some genuine characters. It's a great show. 8 out of 10 so far.